Well, I was 28 weeks pregnant when we were diagnosed with Levi's condition, which turned out to be X-linked. So Jude also has the same condition as well. You know, we thought we had a healthy child and now we've got 2 kids with a chronic illness. Yeah, pretty devastating. It's a primary immune deficiency where they can't fight bacterial or fungal infection. Any bacterial infection could be an end of game scenario.
I burst into tears before the doctor even told us what was going on because he rang us at 10 o'clock at night. And I thought doctors don't ring that late to tell you good news.
When my wife rang me at work, I shut down, I couldn't think.
I was diagnosed with leukaemia last year and then I relapsed this year.
You know, we've seen what she had to go through before and relapsing and knowing we've got to go through that again. You know, and the risks are higher this time, you know, but we just will keep fighting. That's all you can do.
I just knew something was wrong then because Jasmine was just so pale and had no energy whatsoever. We sort of didn't really get a confirmation on it until sort of 48 hours later. Yeah. So that was, yeah, a long 48 hours.
My name is Jasmine. I have leukaemia. It's a type of cancer.
The day Jasmine was diagnosed was Mother's Day.
Basically, it turned our world upside down.
I describe to my friends, it's like you go through a mincer and get spat out the other end, and it's like, oh, life's just meant to go on like normal, but life's never going to be normal for us.
When you're in a situation like this and you're hundreds and hundreds of kilometres away from home, to have somewhere that you could actually call home is invaluable.
Here at Ronald McDonald House, we don't just support the seriously ill child, we support their whole family. We not only provide them a roof over their head, but we also provide them with meals, with internet to stay in touch, with wheelchairs and prams, with a toy room for their kids to be able to play in, and support from our staff and volunteers so that they know they're not alone in this journey.
So we do all sorts of things, but most of the time it's really just spending time with the families, the kids, and doing whatever needs to be doing. If it's folding, washing, if it's dusting, if it's washing dishes, you just do whatever needs to be done to make this house run.
Having a home-cooked meal is something that you don't really get when you're in survival mode.
It's huge, it makes a big difference, it's a huge help.
Here at Randwick, we just opened our first family room in September, and these provide a home away from home for our families that are situated inside the hospital.
Obviously, a lot of people come here and they think they're here for a short period of time, and unexpectedly they have to stay a little bit longer. So the Ronald McDonald Family Room is where families can come and take a break during the day. They can have a shower, they can take a nap. It's just somewhere that they can have a bit of normalcy in a very stressful situation. There are currently 11 Ronald McDonald Family Rooms in Australia with the aim of opening many more in the coming future.
It's not just fighting the disease, it's the impact of being away from home, being away from friends. You're really out of your comfort zone.
The role, as wonderful as it is, it certainly has its challenging days. We see families, you know, separate. We see people lose their homes, their businesses, due to the financial pressure they face.
Financially, if we didn't have somewhere like this, we'd either be relying on family to help out or loans or something like that.
Well, it's hard to change schools in the middle because I'm in year 11, so that was a big change, but I'd prefer to be up here with Lara.
When you're up here for 6 months at a time, the hardest part is hearing these stories over and over again, and some little children don't make it through their process, and that's the gut-wrenching side of life, I suppose.
My name's Emma and this is my son Patrick. He's 4.5 years old. Patrick's been diagnosed with a brain tumour, so we're here at Ronald McDonald House so he can have his treatment. It happened really quickly. He was just sort of not himself for a couple of days and took him to the hospital to have him checked. We've been in hospital ever since, so what started out as a normal Saturday has turned into a nightmare that, you know, we haven't been able to wake up from. We're lucky that we've got this here. It's meant that we can stay here as a family and make things as normal as we can for the children. I think that's the best way.
We obviously have some really challenging days here, particularly if we've lost a child that has been staying at the house, which can be difficult. And for us, there's no shame in closing up the office for a few minutes and having a good cry, because that's what we need to do to be able to support the next family that need our full attention and our support and help.
You've got all the staff and the volunteers that work at the house that have always got time to have a conversation with you.
We call them our Ronnie Mac family.
It's filled with inspiration. You open those doors and the love and the support from everyone that's within the house. It's just all here.
We get lots of families that pop back in long after their treatment that want to say hello and want to say thank you for all that we've done for them.
There is lots of joy also in this house and a lot of support, and I've never seen that anywhere else. It's just here within these four walls of the house.
We accommodate 32 families, which is about 135 people every night, and we are busting at the seams. We have a wait list pretty much every night. Very sadly, for those families that we can't accommodate, they'll end up sleeping in their cars in neighbouring streets, because there is just nowhere else for families with a seriously ill child to go if they can't get into a Ronald McDonald house.
It's just an amazing place, and I don't know what we'd do without it. I really don't.